Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well in lockdown, especially now that you can get out and about to see some of your mates. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Joel. A few of you will know me as Postman Pete from Holiday Bible Club, unfortunately. So today we're going to continue on in our story of Jeremiah. If you remember last week, Ellen told us all about the story of Jeremiah and the scrolls. So today we're going to learn about Jeremiah and the well. So, where can we find this story? It can be found in Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 1 to 13. No, we aren't going to read that all now, but if you want, you can pause the video now and open your Bible and just give it a wee read, or you can ask your parents to sit with you and read through it if you want. So let's take a wee look at what this story is all about. Jeremiah in the well. God had spoken to the prophet Jeremiah, warning him that the king of Babylon will take over the city. Jeremiah tried to tell the king this message, but the king would not believe him. Because of this, Jeremiah went to the people of Jerusalem instead of the king and told them all about the message God had given them. Some of the officials, that's the people in charge of Jerusalem, had overheard him talking to the people in the city about what God had said. Jeremiah was telling the people that the Lord had said that Babylon's armies was coming and that anyone who stayed in the city would die either by sword or by hunger. But if they surrendered to the Babylonians and moved to a different city, they would live. The officials, having heard Jeremiah say all of these things to the people, immediately went to see the king. They said to the king, "Let's kill Jeremiah, because he's making the soldiers and the people of the city scared to be here." The officials were also scared of what Jeremiah had to say, but instead of listening to him, they tried to kill him. The king said to the officials, "He's in your hands, for the king can do nothing against you." What the king was saying here basically was, do what you want to. I can't stop you. The officials then took Jeremiah and lowered him down with ropes into a well. This well was beneath the king's palace and it had no water in it, but it had a very thick, sticky, black mud in the bottom of it. As soon as Jeremiah hit the bottom of the well, he started to sink into it. Now, I don't know about you, but I would not like to be in a well full of mud. Now, one of the king's servants heard that Jeremiah had been put in this well. So he went to the king and he said, "The officials have done evil in everything I have done to Jeremiah. He will die of hunger in the well because there's no more bread in the entire city." If you remember back to the start, Jeremiah had said, "You'll either die by the sword or by hunger." And now there's no more bread. Just as he had said there'd be a famine, there was one. Now, when the king heard this, he sent a servant to go and get 30 men and go and get Jeremiah out of the well. So the servant went down, got some spare clothes and some rags and threw them down to Jeremiah. There, using the ropes and the rags, they were able to lift Jeremiah up out of the well. However, Jeremiah remained in the palace prison. So, just a quick recap. Jeremiah said to them that everyone in the city had to leave or they would die. The king and the officials didn't like what he was saying, so decided to imprison him in a deep, dark well. The bread in the city then ran out, and the king's servant remembered what Jeremiah had said. He then went to the king and was able to get Jeremiah out of the well. However, he remained in the palace prison. So what this all means is that we have to speak out for God, no matter what the consequences may be. Jeremiah was not afraid of being thrown in the well. We have to be prepared to stand up for God whenever and wherever we can. So boys and girls, what's next for Jeremiah? Well, we'll have to wait until next week to find out. Alright, so this is our Bible verse this week. It can be found in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. So I'm going to read it a few times for you, and you can say it along with me if you'd like. And then I'm going to start taking out words to make it a wee bit more difficult, and we can keep going, alright? So, Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Alright, we'll try that once more. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now, let's take out a few words and see if you can still remember it. So we're going to take that one out and we'll take that one out. Let's see if you can do it now. Alright. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I do all things, Christ, who strengthens me. Now we're going to make it even harder again. So we're going to take out this, and I'll take out this, and we'll take out this. Alright, are you ready? Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I do all Christ strengthens. And I will try it completely blank. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And now you try it. Brilliant. So now we're going to try it once more time all together. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Thank you very much, guys, and hopefully you can watch next week.